just happened? That's a great question. I do not know. I was trying to save my reference and it did not like that apparently, so I don't know what his problem was, but it certainly did have one. Excuse me, I'm gonna make a gross sound. Also, I feel like my webcam thingy also like shut down, so now I feel like my camera is weird, but excuse me. Okay. One second. No, fortunately, my clip studio did not freak out and die, so that is nice. As I said, it's just like, I don't know if it's a thing that it is like cross at me because I have too many things open, or like, you know, I don't know. I don't know what pisses off friggin' Streamlabs. That work. Blank page. I admittedly don't know how you would scale against this Big Smith, because I was gonna start sketching out this like family portrait, and I don't know how tall you are compared to them. So let's go back and maybe nothing quite like a blank page. And a swelling of rage. Just a little Mumford and Sons for y'all there. Or Taylor Swift, maybe. Okay. And I want to look for, I've actually done a commission for this person before. How long ago was it? That's a good question. Let me see if I can find it. So this was the commission I did for them last time. Hold on, now I'm just looking at it and I'm like, I didn't get any references of the dogs this time. I think I'm just doing the family. Yeah, hi baby, how you doing? You sliding late? Oh, you fall down. How you doing? Pretty girl. Ha! I would be concerned if that is what your sneeze looks like, Nico. You might need something to hydrate your room. I am Rishi. Dark cannibalism dump. Oh, well. I was gonna say I like the meme of the like Rorschach test is like therapists, all they do or Rorschach tests are easy. All they are just ink blot drawings of my parents fighting or whatever. It's like... Also, hi, I'm Rishi. You long-time lurker. You're actually posting. Not to put you on blast or anything, but put you on blast. And I appreciate that that's what you use for one of your first remarks. The new charter was usually here. I generally don't try to not call people out if they're just like kind of lurking, because I figure that they are just hanging out. Yes, first time listener, long time caller. What kind of cannibalism do you want to talk about, Rishi? Since you might actually be earnestly choosing that, unlike Corey, who just selects it randomly. Okay. I almost started talking about a cannibalism thing earlier with a graveyard keeper. Those are my options apparently. I can either be too close to see the whole thing, or about how Victorian people would eat mummies. That is a classic. Well, Nico, I feel like that's pretty subjective. I think there is different criteria depending on the situation of like what would be weird versus not weird. Ear. Like, are you doing it for survival? Are you doing it like just for kicks? Are you like I feel like I would are we preserving the person who is the source of meat? Boo. Cowardly. Just because, like, so you admit to thinking. If you're saying that for me. Because yes, I was going to argue if it was a thing of like, if it was like you had to eat a piece of your friend and you're like, okay, well, I want to like, and they're like, you have to eat a part of it. Yeah, I would be like, do you have tools to prepare it? Can you cook it? Is the person still alive, and would we like them to continue to be alive? Are all perhaps important questions. I feel like if that you had tools and stuff and the person was no longer alive, you would probably want to go for something fleshier like a mussel, because that's the kind of meat that you're used to eating. So I feel like it would be less weird versus like if you wanted to keep the person alive or like minimal damage to them, a like, no, that doesn't count. Carrot counts? No, I'm gonna say no. I feel like cartilage is a weird, like that would be a gross texture. If you are choosing a body part to go for. So yes, I would say like any of the like kind of like larger muscle groups, if you can then cook it, that's gonna probably be your least weird meat experience that you would get, just because that tends to be the kind of meat that people get when they get like livestock meat. That being said, if you would like the answer that you learn over the course, or towards the end of season 1 of The Terror, I feel like human wouldn't be rabbit textured, but I could be wrong. Because without getting into too much explanation, towards the end of The Terror season 1, they are having to resort to cannibalism, but kind of in a peer pressure kind of way. And one of the men dies through poisoning, and they're kind of doing like a power play on one of the other crew members who is like still kind of like trying to maintain control / sanity. And they're basically like, you have to like, you know, eat our now dead friend. And basically he starts at the sole of the guy's feet, because that was the place, or like that was enough of an extremity that the poison didn't like didn't reach there as intensely. So it was like, also hello Joker, could eat a gluteal muscle. So Nico's answer is he would eat a butt. Mark, write that down. Also, my camera's backwards now and it feels weird, so hold on a second. As I said, camera just fucked up before. That being said, Nico, I feel like your reasoning, I think, does make sense. Tail. Oh yes, could you not see Rosie before? Yes, muse upon that further. It is Monday, that is true. Okay, hold on, I need to freaking like go back and be like, what kind of like commission is this? Because I'm getting ready to do a full body and I don't think it was supposed to be full body. What can I open that won't possibly crash my thing again? Shoulders up, okay. Okay. Sorry, as I said, I'm just looking at, yeah, we're supposed to be including one dog, and I am not sure which of those 2 dogs was gonna be included. It's been okay. Feeling more or less better. I'm still a little bit gross, but mostly functional at least. So yeah, I had a pretty chill weekend. I definitely like slept most of yesterday, and other than that, I watched long videos about various Bethesda lore. As fair. I mean, a little bit gross, but there's like special occasion gross, which I feel like has been me the last like week. How about you, Joker? How are you doing on this Monday? Okay. So it is shoulders up, and I will need to confirm which dog is being included. I like this commission. I think it was cute. And apparently it's from 2021. Oh yeah, it's St. Patrick's Day. I realized, I was like, oh, I'm not really wearing green, but I also don't have a lot of green stuff, so. Hey Dylan, how's it going? Air pinch. Ew. I have like 1 HP, you can't do that. Oh yeah, last night, or yesterday, it was so rainy, like, to the point that I was like, oh my goodness, like, it was stormy out. This is honestly one of those commissions that I'm like, I don't know if I can do better than this one. I feel like just the way I tackled this one was a good solution. We do. It's just one of those ones that I kind of forget about because I work from home and I'm not really going out to the pub. So I tend to forget. My sister sent me a picture of some green beer she was apparently drinking at work, and I was like, yummy. Apparently it was very yeasty, which is generally what I like to look for in a drink. Canadian pub, we have pubs. Although admittedly, I don't really know what makes something a pub over a bar, etc. But While both bars and pubs serve alcohol, a pub generally emphasizes a more community-focused, relaxed atmosphere with a focus on traditional beers and pub grub, while bars tend to be more modern. Okay. Yeah. I feel like around Lake Ottawa, at least, we have a decent amount of like more like pub atmosphere places. I mean, I could play. No, I'm gonna be going till 8 o'clock. But I was like, I could go to a pub, but like, there are. But I just mean like even some of our like just like single location kind of like smaller like alcohol venues. I feel hungry. I feel like my stomach's gonna make a loud annoying noise. I feel like it just got really dark. Sorry, I'm looking at the little baby's face and I'm like, trust the process. As not the best likeness right now. Have a good night, Nikiko. Thank you for hanging out. And I'll see you on Wednesday if we see you on Wednesday. For the tail lamp action, yes, of course. Friends, like what? I'm sorry, Big Smith and oh no, there he is. Okay, I was gonna be like, Big Smith isn't here to say boy. So long farewell, off-worders and goodbye. Trust the process. I say to myself as much as anyone else. The stretch. You also do a big stretch too. Hi, baby. Give me you. Oh, the big stretch is a puppy. Hello, Angel. How are you? How you doing? Hey, it's only 7 o'clock. Did you do a stretch? Did you do a stretch? I gave her a bath the other day and she smells nice. Hey, puppy girl. Yeah, such a good girl. She does do a puppy stretch. Hey, baby. Although, we went out for a little turn about the street earlier and she was not super keen on it. So also I obviously can't show you the reference photos of these children, but it's very cute because the brother and sister I feel like look so very similar, just like that the genes is shake out. It's like this is a combo. This is like the S tier combo for our genes for our children. I think it's cute. Did everyone have a bath that night? Yes. I bathed all 5 animals at once. No. Fern was the main one. And she got her furry pantaloons needed trimming, so she had a bit of a spa day, much to her chagrin. For the most part, I try to minimize how often I have to bathe the cats, because obviously it is a bit of a an undertaking. I think Rosie was the last one who needed like a sanitary bath because butt cries. Yeah. Well, and that's kind of like with me doing Ferns, like if she needs like cleaning or whatever, she at least can't easily escape from the tub versus bathing a cat by yourself is a bit of a challenge. So you can shut the door but once a cat has launched itself out of the bathtub and is now wet, not the easiest thing to return them into the said bathtub. One's mileage might vary, but here's a cat bathing tip. If you give them something to like stand on in the bath or the sink or whatever, like a towel, that'll sometimes make them calm down a bit, because then they can like actually get like a footing, and that's sometimes what is like freaking them out so much. But or they just might really not want a bath, and what do you do then? Yes. As I said, the last cat I had to bathe was Rosie, and as you know, Rosie is not the smallest, tiniest cat, so she did make a bid for freedom once she was wetted down thoroughly, and yeah, well, that's why I generally, for both of our sakes, try to not worry about like bathing the cats unless absolutely necessary. Yes, because they generally take care of themselves. Did they go outside? No. I say it with that ... because technically they do go out on the balcony, but they are not like outdoor cats. They're not free range cats. So generally they are not getting dirty from like the elements. I actually have some brushes that are like sweater textured. I am just being stubborn. Who's the other Jen? I'm trying to think if I know Amanda's other Jen friend that you would be thinking of. We used to call Amanda Amander, and I feel like that's still kind of stuck. Also, I appreciate you going to bat for me there, because you're like, how dare you? That's right. Only I've earned 2 wins. Also, Joker, you didn't like actually hurt my feelings. I am just trying to think of who the other Jen would be, because we don't have one. We don't have a second Jen baked into our main friend group that we share. So. Well, you may have noticed that we don't like doing doubled friends with the same name, so. Oh, are you thinking of our friend, the black girl with like long, like burgundy braids? Because that would be our friend Shavad, is her username on here. Oh, good. Okay, yes, that's our friend Sonata. And clearly, I have a few nicknames for her. My go-to one for Sonata is Sissy, like S-I-S-I. Why? And as I said, in our friend group when we were younger, we used to call Amanda Amander. I don't specifically remember why, other than that it sounded funny, but or we'd call her our sweet baby. I feel like we, in our advanced age, are too old to have too many additional nicknames at this point. Sorry about that. So I'm doing here. I will say, if you, from the point of view of long-running nicknames and such, this doesn't pertain to myself or Amanda, but one of our mutual friends that she met going to the art high school in our town, and myself and my sister went to public high school. And so when this new girl came into our fray, my sister's name and she had the same name, and basically the condition of this new friend being allowed into the main girl group was that she could not go by the name that she shared with my sister. Excuse me. So we took to calling her Junior, and it has sort of been her like group, like her name in our friend group for like more than like 10 years at this point. So that when like somebody else is talking to her, or like, you know, somebody uses her actual name, it's like, oh my god, yeah, we could just call her by her name. We don't have to call her Junior anymore. But I don't know, that's like the nickname that we gave her, so forcibly perhaps. Also, for what it's worth, I would like to say that I feel like if she had shared a name with like literally anyone else in that friend group, she probably would not have suffered such a fate. But my sister was a large personality in our group, so yeah, it's not in the countryside anymore. Yeah, it's just in the suburbs. For 10 years. That's fair. I mean, like, from the point of view of, like, usernames and stuff like that, you know, I've been Princess Gem for about 10 years as well. And then before that, my usernames that I had for, like, years and years. I don't know, I guess, like, Gem is, like, kind of a nickname I go by, but I feel like people don't call me that, like, outside of, like, texting or, like, online. Like, if somebody says Gem, I might not respond to it. So... Yeah, I am basically Princess Gem for everywhere that I could get that username. So, I feel like I managed to get it pretty much everywhere. And I agree, Lucho. I said hello, Lucho. Also, I like the implication that Big Smith might know somebody related to the sun because he works at the Costco on the moon, and the implication that there is a Costco on the sun. The sun location. Thank you. I thought long and hard about which picture to use for my YouTube thingy. Only Big Smith knows if there's a Costco on the sun. And he ain't talking. Excuse me. Goodness. Yeah, it's my Gengar onesie. That is very cute, but as is the case with most kind of novelty onesies, it has like a tail and like spikes down the back of it because it's Gengar. And I actually specifically got that one because it had like a tail and stuff, but like if you are wearing it and you sit down, it is uncomfortable, which is like... I do somewhat regret not ordering a fireworks on the sun. Wow, do you have that power, Big Smith? When I got the Gengar onesie, I was deciding between it and like a Mimikyu like one, and I kind of wish I got the Mimikyu one, but I still like the Gengar onesie. La-di-da. Look at Big Smith knowing people. Someday perhaps I will know some people. That's a lot of power. I suppose that is true. Feel the presence. Hello, Omar. Thank you for the follow. Hola, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you very much for the show. That is a good question that perhaps has a lengthy answer. I think it depends on how often they are in my radius for me to talk at them. Because, like, Fern, I feel like, has a few different nicknames, both that she responds to and that are just, like, her title. Yeah? What about you, Piggy? Piggity? Pig? My beauty queen? Piggy's like, I've been here the whole time. There she is. Hello, beautiful. Piggy. Oh, Piggy. So many kisses. Thank you. Okay, so many kisses. Oh my goodness. But yes, so Piggy is her Christian name is Pixie, but she's Piggy, Piggy, my beautiful daughter, the Crushinator, beauty queen is Piggy, the Void. Rosie is like Rosie, Rosaline, Rosie Posey, Brick House, large and in charge. Jack is Jack. He's a handsome prince. He's a delicate lad. He's a lad of leisure. Loki is Loki Loquacious, or she's Loke, Sister Superior, long suffering. And Fern is the puppy princess, subatomic puppy, a biblically accurate baby. Okay, that sounds threatening fire, but sure. Have a good night, dude. Bye. She is. Rosie is a brick ... house. And admittedly, because Piggy used to be a bit of a heavier cat than she is now. She had a weight loss regime. She got her youthful body back. But I feel like I can't bring myself to give my beautiful daughter, the Crushinator, to Rosie as a nickname. As a Futurama reference that I like a lot. Excuse me. Oh, speaking of brick house. Are you going down? I'm sorry. Oh, can we see Piggy? Can we see Piggy? No, apparently not. Sorry, she's just chilling over here being like, hey, pig. Yeah, how you doing? It is with them. Also, the puppy princess. Oh, big yawn. And remind me what oh, you have two cats, right? You have a ginger and a black cat. Puppy. A puppy. Kiara, Kiki, and Salem. So do you have 3 then? Sorry, that voice made it sound like you have more than 2. Just, I remember you mentioning 2, so if you have more, I shall apparently make a memo of it, because I remember oddly specific things about people in chat who make remarks. You should eat it, see what happens. Also, that's the best texture of cheese. Oh, okay, gotcha. Gesundheit. Bold of you also to imply that I, if anyone, have enough power to stop the transformation that Victor went through. Right. He's machine heroes. The Cheese Herald. Big Smith missed his opportunity to use that. It's supposed to look like a ponytail, and I feel like it does not look super ponytail shaped. Lucifer. That sounds fitting. And Owen sandwiches north and west. That sounds cool. What does a writer's retreat entail? Rosie, where you go? Okay, bye. Self-track to get to a cabin. Okay. Is it like, is it a thing that it's scheduled that there's like other people there at the same time doing like the same thing? I assume from that description it is prioritizing you just kind of like being in solitude, but which one is that? Sorry, that just makes me laugh because reading that encounters makes it sound like you're going to have like a turn-based battle with the other writers if you were to encounter one. It's true, that is always possible. In theory. Call me when you have a close encounter of the fourth kind. It's true. Is the retreat like soon, or would it be like more in the summer kind of thing? Okay. Yeah, because I'm definitely thinking like if it is like in the next little bit, I feel like it is going to be very muddy. What? Hi. You want to get up on the tour with Piggy? I somehow don't think she wants that. If I had to hazard a guess. Huh? Fern's like, you will not see me doing a crime. Fern. I see your glowing eye. You're so weird. What do you want? What do you want? Summer is really busy. Yeah, that makes sense. There's been a few like artist retreat thingies over the years that I've kind of been like, that might be kind of cool, but I have not actually applied to them because I'm always like, I don't know, I feel like I'm not like the kind of artist that they are looking for. Can we call you if any visit? Quick, get down here. Also, I'm a little, I don't know, I feel like sad is like too strong of a word, but I have a job coming up that, I was like, it is set in like Las Vegas, and I was like, it'd be kind of cool if I could go and like actually get like in-person like reference stuff, but for probably obvious reasons, that is not going to be happening anytime soon, so I will have to just rely on Google, as I so often do. Admittedly, I am not incredibly interested in Las Vegas, like from the, I don't know, I am not somebody who has like any interest in like gambling or anything like that, so but more so the consideration of like, if I feel like I tend to consider this whenever I kind of take on like a new job. If I'm like, it'd be kind of cool to like go to where it's set and just sort of like get a better like idea of what it is like there. Because like I feel like, for example, I could have done some stuff of being like, go to LA or like blah blah blah, but obviously it would be like out of pocket, so and with everything going on right now, I am not setting foot in the terrible, terrible country such as it is to the south of me. So, yeah. No M&M store for me? Is that a Las Vegas thing? Yeah, puppy, puppy, puppy. Also, we do have a Hershey's factory, like big store up here in Niagara Falls. Because Niagara Falls is on our side too. So I realize it is 8 o'clock. I might go a little longer still. I have Reese's peanut butter. I have not had specifically Reese branded peanut butter on its own. I mean, one of those. His dad doing what he loved. Eating copious amount of peanut butter. They have a lot of stores. Yeah. Okay, do you want to come back up? You want to come back? Oh, big yawn. Oh, big yawn. Honestly, it's been a long time since I've even been to, like, Niagara Falls. That might be fun to go again at some point, but such a long drive. Have I been over the falls, like, in a barrel? Or do you mean, have I been on the American side of the falls? The answer is no on both accounts. Sorry. A barrel? Is that a thing people do? I have not, no. I feel like that would be like a hostage sort of situation if that were to occur to me. Have you been over Niagara Falls in a barrel? Also, I'm genuine. You're American, so no. I'm also not quite just taking the piss. I realize I am saying it with this voice because I do not. Is that an actual activity that you can do? I know that it's like an old timey thing that people kind of did, but I can't imagine that they have enough insurance to do it anymore. Oh my god, excuse me, sorry. Disgusting. Well, from a historical point of view, as I said, it is something that has happened. It kind of used to be like a daredevil-y kind of thing, but in the modern day, I don't think that people who are not like stunt people would do that. So again, I could be wrong. I don't know. I also feel like I am not the biggest like daredevil-y kind of person, which I'm sure is shocking. Because like when I think about, for example, like would I try skydiving? Would I try bungee jumping? A lot of I would not pay out of pocket for any of those activities. Hi mom, because I want to go bed. Yes, it's past my bedtime at 8 o'clock. Come here, friend. Come here, come here. Ooh. This is Fern if she was in a barrel. Ooh. She's going over the falls, but it's okay because her center of gravity is so low. This is us going over the falls. Are you done your class, Corey? I feel like both Lucho and Nico kind of had a little hiatus the last like week or so. Or I guess before. Off doing exciting. You have what? I was saying that you were away for a couple of streams. I guess it wasn't last week, it might have been like before. However, answer first. Should you get a chicken tenders or a butt? Clearly, you have to go with the butt, obviously. Yeah, have a good night, Joker. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you have a good St. Patty's as well. Hopefully you do not get pinched by anybody. The night is not over yet. That was crazy. BLT. I don't know. Autocorrect it seems to have something else in mind for you. Who's BLT? I say BLT because it actually has a vegetable in it, or two. Which you get? That's my vote. I told you. Ow, ow. Oh, we could have done a poll. I feel like it's been like so fucking long since we've done like a poll for like something practical or for fun, but oh my god, I'm so sorry. Is there still time, Corey? Can we do a poll for what you should eat? You're not worthy, not seaworthy. Am I 100% now? 100% seaworthy? Oh no, it wasn't anything serious. I was just suffering. No. I am generally okay. I'm just kind of getting over the like last dregs of it and being like, how much phlegm can 2 lungs hold? I'm actually genuinely kind of curious. Phlegm. I have to tell you, as an English word, the spelling will probably piss you off. Right? That is how you spell phlegm in English. Also, I like when I just like write a random word on a stream. Yes, phlegm. You're about to melt away into your table, like the gem of a flea. Well, that is how you spell it. So do with that information as you will. If you can think of any other ideas for doing a poll, I will indulge y'all. Also, you haven't been using the cheers thing to just randomly get to do a poll. That is the true sibling experience right there. Except for me, because I'm always like, I want to make sure that all of my siblings feel like somebody cares about him. With him thinking that you loved him. Jeez Louise. That sounds like more of a meal than just tendies, so. Sounds magnificent. Hi. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? She He's just on my lap. We're just hanging out. And so clean and so soft. I gave her a bath and I used like a bunch of my like real human conditioner on her so that I could like brush her out and like give her a booty trim. And I think it might have made her too soft. Hey puppy, hey pretty girl, a sweet angel. I mean, he's a little shit and we never talked. That does sound like a sibling experience. It's like he's an asshole, but he's our asshole. Yes, you do not want to make the mistake of tipping the scale too far in one direction or the other. Gotten okay? Like, what does that mean? Well, congratulations and also good luck to him. Hopefully he is okay. Yeah, it's definitely kind of sucky right now because it's like on one hand, that is obviously like, you know, as I said, that is exciting for him and like, you know, congratulations. But at the same time, it's like, ooh. Like just the fact that I'm says the non-Americans. I mean, as I said, I have a job coming up that is like set in Las Vegas, and I was kind of had the thought that I was like, you know, I could think about like going down to like see it in person and like get some like actual like personal like reference photos or blah blah blah. And obviously I'm not going to do that, but it is something that would be kind of nice if I could just like at least consider it. Yeah, no, I would agree with that. No shade to you, obviously. Especially for people, I mean, it is scary right now for people who are American citizens and live there and have whatever sort of like documentation. They really do not want anybody coming and visiting right now. And even if I just like, I know that there's been some stuff with like specifically like artists down in the States having like issues with like leaving the country or like their like passports and shit like that. So that is something that has been a consideration before, for like that I've heard like other people who do conventions and stuff like that of being like, you know, what is like, how does it work for going to work a convention? And for a while it was kind of a gray zone, but now it is very much not so. Like, and yes, I hope that you will be able to do that in the not too distant future, Corey. Shit's scary right now. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. It's like, it's not even a thing of like, oh, well, don't come as a tourist and like work on a tourist visa, or don't like blah blah blah. It's kind of like, just don't come. Just don't come right now if you like if you don't absolutely need to, you know. What? Okay, I'm sorry. Come here. Come here. Come here. Was already there since last year. Well, that is kind of something I guess to know about the culture in Canada, specifically the Quebecois culture versus like the English speaking, especially like Ontario English people, is that Quebec has had aspirations of like, you know, separatism from Canada forever. I'm so sorry. If I could cough it all up in one big ball, I would do it. You saw that recently and thought it was, yes, Flea's Gym. But yes, so the thing of Montrealans are annoying. I want to leave Canada. So that is a sentiment of a lot of like kind of like more conservative, like traditional Quebec politics. But that has been a thing that they've talked about for many decades at this point, and there's not really a practical way that it would ever happen. And also, it would not actually really benefit them for it to happen, so that's just kind of a thing. But I wouldn't use it as like a... Oh, yeah, we got some emotes. So economics of them leaving. Yes. Well, the reality is that like it's a cultural thing more than like an economical or actual like regional thing, which is why, as I said, it's like there's not really a practical what. You want to riot? Here, put a pin in that conversation, but here you go. Oh. I was gonna switch it to emote only for like a couple minutes for you guys. And yes, I would agree that honestly, like Montreal is. Oh, can't imagine. That's not a riot. Then it's a coup. A coup. A coup, say? Yeah. And you can still use the Fernie emotes. That's what they're there for. There's also 2 new little gem ones. It's not the same. What if I like looked away? Yes, I would say that Montreal is a pretty like non-French. That one's not new. Like a non-French friendly city in Quebec. All things considered, like there is still some of that culture, but I think because it's like a bigger urban center and has kind of more business connections with like some of the other English cities, or like outside of Canada, that they are a lot more like chill with like tourists or like English speaking people being there. But like I know, oh my goodness, sorry. But like I know the kind of attitude when like going to Gatineau, which is the city in Quebec, like right across from Ottawa, across the river here. And I find that they have that energy more so than I've experienced like in Montreal, of that they're just kind of like that people will be like, oh, I don't know what you're saying, I don't know, like blah blah blah, and they'll kind of be a dick about it, and you're like, I don't believe that you don't, like on the Ottawa side, a lot like most service workers are like bilingual, and so to be like, I think you're just kind of purposely being a dick right now. Yeah. Can I have my tablet? I know, you're very cute. You're so cute. You're such a cute little puppy. Are you my sweetie baby monkey? Little baby. Need a puppy princess? Not so sure. Not so sure. Oh. You're sticking your leggy in there. You just don't care. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Okay, you come back on my lap since you clearly do not want to lay not on my tablet. She's like, I don't know what you want. I don't know what you mean. Come here, baby. Okay, come sit, come sit. Excuse me. Don't do it, Fern. Nar. I don't know if you know this, but she's a naughty puppy. You naughty puppy. Fern's like, what you gonna do about it? Oh, hello. Now you're coming up. Hi, buddy. So. What? Yes, Fern is up here. Come on, man. Or come up here. Go, Jackie, go. Go, Jackie, go. Oh my god, you're so long. He is standing on the floor right now. Okay, bye. Okay, you need to move. They're right there. Yes, hello. It'd be nice if I could finish the line art on this by like 9-ish, but I don't know how realistic of a goal that is. That is my thought. That's my thought. They didn't cut your sandwich. What the fuck? Did they cut it into like squares or a rectangle? Wait, I have an idea. How does that work? No, you're not gonna do it? Okay, hold on. Yes, fine. Ay. Sorry, I'm trying to type around a dog. Hold on for. Oh my god. Hey, yeah. No, back off. Hold on. there's a poll now, just FYI. Why can't I see you? That is very annoying. I don't know why I can't make it pop up. Bloody? I do. I don't know if it is specifically a Canadian thing. I feel like that's more of a child raised on British media. You think Ryan Reynolds is the biggest export? Also, there's a poll. You guys, there's a poll, just FYI. Well, it's not a normal thing. So it says Big Smith. Okay. Who are our other options of Canadian Ryans? Is it like Ryan Reynolds? Who else is a Canadian Ryan? I told you I was trying to get the poll to pop up over here, and for some reason it is not. I don't know why. It's kind of annoying. Oh, Ryan Gosling. Yeah, the baby goose. So, I mean, my vote was for triangles, and I feel like that seems to be the sentiment here. But I think especially if it is a sandwich that you want to like dip in something, I feel like you gotta go triangle. You expect a Ryan Gosling to be hotter? I mean, I think Ryan Gosling is hotter than Ryan Reynolds, but I'm not a huge Ryan Reynolds fan, so. That is fair. Who's done is no more. Oh my goodness, you fucking engulfed that. I have leftover curry from last night and I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I feel like not that Ryan Gosling isn't, as I said, I think that he's quite a hot individual. But I also feel like there's some like celebrities who it's like their attractiveness level is almost like a meme, if that makes any sense. And I feel like he's one of those celebrities where it's just like almost like a running gag that it's like, oh my god, Ryan Gosling's so hot. Who did it? Also, I would say that for the sandwich question, like 2 triangles to see a baby goose, as I feel. I will say that, I don't know. I agree that Henry Cavill is hot, but also he is dating slash married to somebody who is a lot younger than him. And that always is a minus in my book. He's too tall for me. Yeah, I'm turning to Ken Gavel. Yeah. I can look this up so that I'm not just talking on my ass here. But I am pretty sure that he was like with a girl who was like 25, if that. Which again is like, he's not breaking any laws, but he's in his 40s, and that's gross. I'm sorry. I'm gonna judge. Very freshly in his 40s. I don't know. As I said, it's not like... I feel like he was with somebody else then, because he was with somebody who was like significantly younger than that. I mean, especially for somebody of our age, I feel like Natalie Portman was very, very like popular for being a beautiful, attractive person. Yeah, that I don't have a problem with. Like that. You know what? If I was talking on my butt, I apologize. Now I feel like I need to look it up. Because I don't feel like I made that up. Because I generally like Henry Cavill. Like in stuff. A fun story about Natalie Portman and older guys being creeps. Apparently back at the, like, around the time that she was like in Star Wars and stuff like that, Moby was telling everyone that she was like his girlfriend, and she was like not an adult at that point, and she's like, yeah, he was just like a weird guy that I met at a few social things, and he really made me uncomfortable. As I said, I'm looking now because I'm like about Leon the Professional. I mean, that was a movie. But no, people, I mean, Natalie Portman got a lot of that kind of misogynistic, predatory culture around her because she was such like a well-known and like busy actress before she was like a grown-up. I am just taking a look because, as I said, I don't want to say something about someone and be like wrong on it, but I feel like I didn't make it up. Apparently he has a baby. Apparently in 2012, Henry Cavill dated Gina Carano. Did you not watch The Witcher? Okay. Do you want me to tell you the relationship that I was trying to remember? Didn't see The Witcher? So this girl's name was Tara King, and she was 19. He was 32 when he first met her. So no, I won't even be like, she was like technically a full adult. Yeah, I'll imagine dating Henry Cavill. But yes, his Natalie Viscuso is a 1990 baby, so she is 34 years old, which is like, that's totally fine. But yeah. How long were they together? You cannot. Yeah. Anyways. I mean, it looks like he has been with his current partner since 2021. So, he has been with her for a few years at this point. But that was definitely something that when I heard about it, it made me go, don't need to pay me to date Natalie Portman. That is valid. I think he smells bad and we should castrate him. Do you build a PC together? Hi. Are you out of food? Is that why you keep coming over here, my sweet? I realize that this is somewhat a thing of like interacting with said reels or like blah blah blah, but something that I have been getting like in my just like Facebook algorithm shit is like kind of like couples over the years and like showing like how old they were when they had such and such of their kids, and like more than one of those have come up where like you like start and they're like, maybe the woman is like in her late 20s and her early like 30s, and you're like, okay, there's an age gap, but grown up. And then as like they go through their pictures of their histories, she gets like younger and younger and younger until she's like not even 20 and seeing this person, and it's just like and to see the amount of people in the comments who are like, well, my husband and I are like, he's 20 years older than me and we get along just fine, we've been great, blah blah blah. And it's just kind of like, okay, but how old were you when you got together? Because that's kind of a consideration, because if you're 30 and dating someone 40, that's pretty different from being like 20 and dating someone 30, or like, whether it's legal or not, just the sort of like principle of it. And like, as I said, these videos are talking about like when they had kids, so it's like, these women who are like in their very early 20s with a man who's like 10 years older than her and like getting her pregnant and stuff like that is like, yeah, I don't know, I guess just the thing of people in the comments being like, well, blah 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 blah, all these reasons for why you should shut the fuck up, and it's like, no, gross. I mean, he could have a 1-year-old with not a super younger person, but I think I get where your point is going. Talking about age gap things again. Also, not a blanket thing of 50-year-olds, Nico. We were just talking about how Henry Cavill dated a 19-year-old when he was in his 30s. And how that was kind of gross. I feel like I'm just like the representative of like ruining people's like celebrity heroes. It is. It's like being an executioner. It's not a glamorous job, but somebody needs to do it. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying, Corey. Because, like, I mean, she could be not, like, she could be, like, late 30s, early 40s, and still, like, you know, there could be not that big of an age difference. Or, like, not, like, an uncomfortably big one. But, yes. And I agree, Big Smith. Kind of, not really. It's more of a thing of, because yes, oh my god, what do they call it? They have what is it called? When you have like a pregnancy past like 35. It's not like a senior pregnancy, but it's like a word like that. Honestly, the bigger, I would say, consideration is not the, yes, genitals. The bigger consideration is more like there could be medical things, but it doesn't automatically, geriatric, there you go, yeah. Like, it could be something that, like, you know, obviously people do develop medical problems or like things as they get older, but age is not inherently a thing that makes pregnancy significantly more risky on its own. There's often a higher chance the older you are when you have children of having multiple births. And I think the consideration is more so, where are you going to be in 10 years? Like when your kid's 10, when your kid's 20, like, you know, that sort of thing. Because obviously the later you start, the older you are going to be during those periods in your like child's life. And just sort of like, do you want that? But yeah, there was a pretty good Adam Conover video that talked about the kind of like the myth of a geriatric pregnancy. Also, thank you, Nico, for knowing what the hell I was talking about. Yeah, we just blipped there for a second. It's alive. Yeah, no, there's a lot of crazy stuff that your body goes through to make a person and then carry them for almost a year. And then the postpartum stuff that, like, I feel like gets talked about more than it used to, but it's still kind of like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's valid, Corey. Also, Lucha, I don't know if I answered this before, that I was because I think that the better Ryan export from Canada is Ryan Gosling, but by numbers, I know it's Ryan Reynolds. He has a very good PR team. Not good enough though to make him not get married at a plantation, but also Nico's American, isn't he? And yes, Ryan Gosling is Canadian. Thank you very much. Although he got exported early, technically, because he used to be on House of like the Mickey Mouse Club. That is one way of putting it. Yes. Yeah. Honestly, just like any sort of like uterus haver wanting to like share their machine with other people who might actually want it, like through like egg donation or like surrogacy, is quite a thing to get like okayed for. Right. Damn it. Why? Because I've looked into it before. Because I was like, I would sell my little eggies for some money. But I don't know. I mean, not understandably. There's a lot of like information that they want. Though I don't know how much of that is required of people who are like sperm donors. For science. I want to donate my eggs for evil experiments. Farmer's back. Back again. I also find that interesting because we, in Canada, you don't get paid for donating blood. It's just kind of like a Good Samaritan thing to do. So I find it interesting that it is like a paid thing in the States. Is find oil in it? Wait, what? Yeah. He was, but it was more in the sense of between Ryan Reynolds and Ryan Gosling. No, I'm trying to think if we have any other like high-profile Canadian rides. I don't know if every like blood drive place does it, but I know that it is a thing you can do. Truly a modern individual. Also, Nico, don't let your OnlyFans memes be dreams. Or dreams be memes, I guess. Yeah, I'm not sure if any of those we get paid for up here, just for like donating. Why is my brain having like a blue screen when you say that, Nico? Is Keanu Reeves Canadian? Did I know that? Surely I knew that if that's true. Yeah, donating like bone marrow is a pretty big undertaking. It's definitely not like an afternoon thing to go do. It's a good Canadian boy, huh? I thought he was American. I thought he was like Hawaiian or something. Buy life from a city. For donating plasma, or what is that? So much for the tolerant Canadians. Also, I can report that Keanu Reeves is dating a woman 10 years his junior. She is 40 years old. Keanu Reeves has not given us any reason to call him a piece of shit. So there's a nice one. He was born in Lebanon. My goodness. You're just from everywhere. He's 60. Okay, then I think then his partner is 50. But she is a grown-up. And also she has white hair, so people are like, oh my god, why is he dating such an old lady? And honestly, she seems like a really cool person, so it's like, he's from Sussex. Yeah. Also, that's such like a Bioshock sounding thing to be like donating plasma. So yes, he is dating a woman who is younger than him by 10 years, but it is okay. Because she's not 19. I generally try to not pin my liquid gold. Does plasma hurt more to donate than blood? I have a joke that was prompted by you saying that, and I don't know if I remember it 100%. So if I fumble it, I apologize. But why did all of the non-binary people want to get into prospecting back in the day? Sorry, so this is a joke. Uh, um, I said, why did the old-timey non-binaries all want to get into prospecting back in the day? Because there's gold in them there hills. There you go. Sorry, you said liquid gold and I felt that I needed to share that. Sorry to distract from your actual serious explanation of thing, Corey. Please continue. And then they put the blood back into you. Can't you just donate the blood and then they can have both of it? What does your body do with blood that doesn't have its plasma? Can it still, like, recycle it? And Lucho, you should know by now that I am the dad joke pun enjoyer. Look, you're explaining a bodily thing to us, Corey, and we actually have questions. Yeah, no. I know, it's definitely like conflicting because on one hand I'm like, I would kind of like to get paid to donate blood. But at the same time I'm like, I have obviously like donated blood X amount of times so far. And like I am okay with doing it just to give blood. But I could also see how that could kind of like turn into a situation where people are getting taken advantage of if there is money involved in giving like blood, etc. And plasma carries your antibodies. Yeah. Interesting. I guess because you're getting the blood back, so it replenishes it? Oh, she right. Okay. What blood type are you, Fire? You're not sure? Okay. Mine is easy because I'm an O positive, which looks like the female symbol on its side, which is also my zodiac planet of Venus, so it's easy to remember. I'm kind of I have a basic bitch kind of blood type, but it is also like still like a useful one. Hi. What's that face? What's that face? Get your leggy in the air like you just don't care. She put her legs in the air like she don't care. I realize you can't quite see it, but her tummy is quite in the air right now. Oh, you put me no baby. My love, my dear, my sweetie baby. Hi. You're a good girl. Get the shivers. Do you have the shivers? I'm almost done the liner on this. So memo to me that I need to ask about the dog in this portrait. Fern. Are you comfortable? Are you comfortable? What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh, scratch the tummy, scratch the tummy. Scratch the tummy. A few that touches on the issues. Okay. How long is it? Like in theory, I could put it on to like play in the background. Yeah. Yeah. If it is a longer one, I might suggest that people give it a watch. It's an 8-minute one. Oh, what the heck, I'll put it on. Are you guys cool with that if I throw that up while I'm doing this stuff? Learn a little bit about bodily donations for money in the States. 2 times speed. I can go twice a week. Is that for plasma? I was gonna say. No, son of it. I know. I need your plasmids. Surely that will fix me if I can shoot lightning out of my fingers. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Does that work? I feel like interspecies plasma donation wouldn't really. Interesting. Okay. A cigarette in her. Gonna get rid of you. Oh. Wait, no. Stop it. Not that. Okay. I assume that there is going to be some needles happening here, so viewer discretion is advised. There will be a quiz, that's right. I don't know where to put it, I know. Alright, I'm gonna tuck you up here. How about that? How about that? Yes, fine. Can you write the quiz? Sure.
Why are Americans supplying 2/3 of the world's blood plasma? They need the cash. In 2019 alone, plasma companies paid about $2.7 billion for Americans' donations.
I feel like I'm helping somebody and they helping me out.
Oh.
I'm glad that it
Hold on.
does
Does
help
it go
people,
away if I
but I
minimize the
only
window?
found out about it because it pays you money, and I only find myself doing it when I need money.
While
sorry.
donors make about $50 per donation, a liter of plasma is worth over $200 on the open market. So why is plasma so expensive?
Okay, is that still working? Okay. I should buffer.
When Liz
That's
Savage
what I
and
was
her
doing before
husband
when we
first
were going
started
over
donating
the...
plasma in college, the earnings doubled
Hi.
their monthly income.
You know, $400 goes a long way when you're a broke student.
Sorry.
Now she uses the money to help out with expenses, like buying her kids new school clothes. She visits a center near Baltimore, Maryland, twice a week.
I've tried DoorDash, I've tried, you know, little things here and there, but this is consistent. Like, this is, there is a need for it.
Plasma makes up more than half of blood volume. Hospitals use it in transfusions to treat burns, liver failure, and more recently, COVID-19. But plasma is also used to create drugs that are some of the most expensive a patient can buy. To make medicine, companies break down plasma into its protein components, such as antibodies. But plasma is over 90% water, so removing enough proteins to treat just one patient for a year takes between 130 and 1,300 donations. That's led to a boom in private donation centers, where donors are paid an average of $35 to $65 a visit. That means if you donate the maximum of 104 times a year, you can earn more than $6,000. Donating plasma takes 9 times longer than a typical blood donation, but it brings in 3 times more plasma than just removing plasma from a blood donation. And because the human body replenishes plasma within 48 hours, Americans are allowed to give up to twice a week. That's compared to 8 weeks between each blood donation. Regular donors can make extra cash through referral bonuses, holiday giveaways, and rewards programs.
This is the gold, silver,
holiday
platinum.
giveaway.
Past 35 days, 4 donations, you can redeem the points.
That's a little fucked
Keep
up
you coming
sounding.
back. That's marketing right there.
On social media, I've already been getting ads saying, be a founding member of the center. You can get $700 a month.
Annalidis Ochoa lives near a new plasma center in Ypsilanti, Michigan. She's a social science researcher who's tracking the rise in for-profit plasma centers.
Since the Great Recession, the amount of plasma donations has roughly tripled to 2019 levels.
There are over 900 private plasma centers across the U.S., mostly owned by 3 companies that control 2/3 of the global plasma industry.
We compensate donors for their time and their commitment to the program. Their money is placed on a debit card, they can get gas, they can go grocery shopping, so it's very convenient.
Researchers like Ochoa say these centers are often concentrated in states with lower minimum wages and cities with more people living under the poverty line.
These areas are being targeted because these are the areas where people who are most in need of income live.
One study of plasma donors in Cleveland found that more than half were unemployed. 57% said at least a third of their income that month was coming from donating plasma.
I'm the only one working, so with 2 kids, you gotta make up the money somehow.
Regular donors told Insider they spend their money on gas, rent, phone bills, food, and student loans. In the 90 minutes it takes to donate, they can make 5 times the federal minimum wage.
I kind of figured into my budget now.
The need for it is only growing. Each year, global demand for plasma-based drugs is rising 6 to 8%. Analysts say the market for them could near $50 billion by 2027. That's double what the world spends on bath soap each year.
Okay.
Running a plasma center isn't cheap. A single plasma extraction machine costs an average of $50,000, so equipment alone can cost $4 million per center. Plasma companies spend over half of their operating expenses on just the collection and manufacturing of the plasma itself. That huge investment drives up the cost of the drugs.
It's about $4,000 to $5,000 out of pocket.
That's what I was laughing
And
at, Corey. It's like,
there have been times where I have had to, I've taken out loans.
Christina Brown was diagnosed with primary immunodeficiency as a college student. She says that year she was in and out of the hospital with 15 urinary tract infections, 5 bouts of bronchitis, and 2 cases of pneumonia. Now every week, Christina self-administers 100 milliliters of a plasma-derived drug into the layer of tissue on her abdomen. That's a lot of liquid. A patient with diabetes usually injects less than 1 milliliter of insulin at a time.
I'm able to have a life and to be alive.
These drugs are therapies, not cures. So people like Christina rely on them for the rest of their lives, and they can cost over $200,000 a year. The pandemic could make these already high prices rise even further. Global plasma collections were down 15% in 2020 because of social distancing, cleaning requirements, and fewer donors visiting centers.
I'm kind of starting to stock up on doses now. I'm getting refills the day that I can get a refill.
And patients will feel the impacts of that in the next 7 to 12 months, the time it takes for plasma to go from a donor to the drugstore shelf.
Yeah, you said honestly, this was from
it's pretty
2020.
terrifying.
This is all while plasma is in high demand as antibody transfusions show promising results in treating COVID-19. And private companies are collecting plasma from COVID patients to develop drugs.
There is no country in the world that is self-sufficient in plasma for plasma therapies unless it pays donors.
Compensating donors has proven to increase supply. In the Czech Republic, paid donations were legalized in 2008, and donations increased 7-fold in 3 years. In Europe, the countries that bring in the most plasma per capita are the ones that pay. Even in places like Italy, where donors get a paid day off work, supply doesn't meet demand. Whereas Germany, which allows paid donation, collects even more plasma than it needs. America has more lenient policies than other countries, including those that pay for plasma. The only other place that lets donors give as frequently is Canada, where paid donations are only legal in certain provinces. That's why the US system is so large, efficient, and lucrative, and why some countries decide it's just cheaper to import plasma from America. But there isn't much research on the health effects of donating plasma 104 times a year. the US legal limit.
Your veins start to hurt after so long, you gotta switch arms back and forth.
The more often people donate plasma, the lower their protein levels are. So frequent visits mean each donation brings in less and less of the components needed to make drugs.
Our concern is that people who are vulnerable are giving their plasma to make ends meet, and we don't actually know what the long-term repercussions of this is.
Well, all right then. Well, yeah, no, that's definitely interesting. Yeah, not incredibly surprising, but hi. Are you laying? That's right, we need to get the soap spending up. You feel smarter? I feel like I wouldn't be able to donate all that much plasma anyways, because part of the reason why I don't donate a lot of blood is because my iron levels aren't super high, because vegetarian, and I feel like I don't know what my protein stuff would look like for donating. So how much do people make per donation? How much blood volume is plasma? What is plasma used for? Can you donate a year? Do you want me to see how much I remember? It was like $37, wasn't it, for the donation? How much blood volume is plasma? Under 5%? What is plasma used for? Making drugs. How many times can you donate? 104? 3 companies dominate: America, Germany, and Canada. How long does it take to donate? 90 minutes. And the long-term effects of donating plasma? Insufficient data. Yeah, bye Lucho. The answers will be revealed in. The suspense. It was $50? Okay. Drugs and burns. Wow. Oh, companies, not countries, sorry. Well, I tried. Also, it was 140, not 100. Okay. It was 104. Okay, so I'm not crazy. That's it, in this specific instance. That's okay. Also, I really thought that it was like $37 something. I might have missed some of the math involved in it, I guess. Almost as big. Someday it'll be as big and smooth as quartz. Yeah, no. Thank you for sharing that. And I do feel like it is one of those things where it's like kind of curious as to how stuff like that will be affected by all the shit that Trump is doing, while also kind of being like, do I want to have more of that information in my brain and like making me sad / anxious? I mean, yes. Is this something that you find interesting because of like a chemistry kind of point of view, or like more of like a kind of I was gonna say, no, I'm not. No, the sad part that I said is I just don't want to necessarily answer the question of how is, you know, Trump's administration affecting this, because Lord knows it's sticking its grubby little fingers into everything. You want to be a doctor, yeah. That's pretty intense. I feel like that was always something, even now, like, I don't think you guys. Yeah, no, I think I probably am okay not seeing that kind of thing. Yeah, I feel like there was like a period of time where there was a lot of like plastic surgery reality TV back in the day, that like on one hand being like the process and like before and after reveal was interesting to me in that brain rotty way, but they would show the like surgeries and I was just like, oh my god, no. I do not want to see that. I don't know. I do not specifically have a moral or whatever thing against like plastic surgery, but just the procedures that I have vague understanding of how they do it, I'm just like, oh my god, that is absolutely terrifying. Right. That I feel like I can kind of handle. Like, I don't know, just things where it's like getting more invasive that freaks me out. Yes, right. But yes, because I've been watching like Dr. Pimple Popper or whatever, so my algorithm has a variety of gnarly extraction type videos of varying degrees of gnarliness. And some of them I'm like, yeah, this is like satisfying in the same way of like, you know, blackhead removal or whatever is. And then some of it is like a little bit too invasive of like surgery, and I'm like, oh no, I don't want to see that. It's a bit of a gamble, admittedly. I mean, I think as long as that curiosity did not extend into being like, I'll be a serial killer if I can't be a doctor. I don't think it is inherently bad to have that sort of curiosity. Yeah, I might also call it. I realized it was after 9 o'clock, so I almost got through the inks on this. Dog. Dog indeed. But yeah. You're actually facing the camera. Oh my goodness, tiny dog. Tiny puppy, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, baby, oh my goodness. Almost done, sweetie. Almost done for now. Almost done. Do you have the shippies? Do you have the shippies, my love? You get there, friend. You get there, friend. I know you're being very patient, my sweet. Being very good. God, I'm hungry. What a pupper. Indeed. Yeah, she's like, Mother, can you tell that I want something? Sleepy puppy, sleepy puppy. I know, we're almost done, sweetie. Almost done for now. I know, you're being very good and patient. You're being very good and patient, my sweet. Oh! Jeez Louise. Hi, Jack. Fern is actually remarkably ungenetically modified as far as dog breeds go. Hi, Jack. Hey, how you doing? Yeah. I know, your leggy's still in there. Your leggy he's still in there. Sure like he's still in there. Puppy girl. Jack is here just like, are you gonna get off and feed us? I will. I'm sorry. I know you're starving. Kittens. You're very cute. Hey, buddy. I know. We're so close to being done, friend. I know. I have people here looking at me very expectantly. Jack is like, are you gonna fucking feed us? Hey? Jack. I know. You're so weak, you can't even look at the camera. My goodness, look at him, he's wasting away. Wasting away. Hi, friend. Friend's just like, can you not see? I have been working the table. I'm the baby here. I've been putting in a lot of work tonight. Somewhat conflicted because I'm like, I don't know if I like it more than I like the previous version, but you know what? That's okay. I feel like you need to be bigger. It's puppy girl. Thank you. Yeah, no, I don't think it is like a bad by any means. Just if you look, as I said, the previous one was from 2021, I believe. So just like my style, like I was using like a different brush here, I can tell. But yeah. She did, yeah. I'm also like looking at being like the likeness of like Just because, again, obviously, just because I drew them a certain way before doesn't mean that that is the only, like, way to draw them, or, like, you know, that they necessarily look wrong here. Just a little different. For what it's worth, I do quite enjoy doing, like, repeat family commissions, especially. It's just kind of cool to see how somebody's doing and, like, what's going on in their life. Like, you can kind of see daughter here is now older, and they also have a son. Just had on a different shirt. Oh no! This one's different. It has, like, kind of like, it's like an open hoodie. It has buttons. I don't know, I thought he just looked comfy. Oh. That's okay, I know you just touched it. Just talking about like family portraits and, like, updating them and stuff. I think I've showed it on the stream before, but, like, I did, like, a family portrait for my sister, or my mom, I guess. But initially when I drew it, my younger nephew wasn't born, and I thought it was cute that my two nephews got to a point of being like, that they, like, looked at the portrait all the time, and they're just like, where's Calvin? So, like, it was kind of a specific request by my child age nephews of being like, you gotta do one so that Calvin's in it too. Which I thought was cute. I mean, I did it for them. It exists now. In fact, I did too, because that was also the year that my sister got married to her partner. So I also did one of the boys and my mom and sister. I know, look at this boy, look at this Tommy. Oh my goodness. As I said, I mostly just thought it was interesting that I was like, and I don't know, I mean, it makes sense that, like, the kids would, like, be looking at a cartoon drawing of the family or whatever and being like, who's this and who's this? But I thought it was cute, just the sort of, like, level of awareness, I guess, that they showed. That was a little bit unexpected for me, but, you know, it makes sense. Okay. But I feel like this could basically be done. Excuse me. Sorry, making gross sounds as I have been. I know this music has been a little intense for considering what sort of drawing we were doing today, but you know what? It's fine. Mostly I just don't want to go to the trouble of finding other music and being like, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's pretty well done for now. Yes, I need to ask about the dog, and then I will obviously need to add a dog. But for now, yes. Feel like did pretty good progress because we also got that done. But yes. Hi. I think I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna go eat some leftovers. See if I have any tortillas that are good, and I might make a burrito curry thingy. We'll see. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Nico. No, this was a long one, but tortilla. What did I do? I said it right. Okay. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. And here comes the skeleton.